Alrighty, everyone, welcome back for another week of EagleEye. Today we have Luke and myself from the project and our stakeholders, Adam and special guest, Luke Cook. Let's jump into it. Alrighty, so we're following a little bit of a different format today. We've got another one of SSW's great internal tools here. SSW...
Cheetah, yeah.
Yes, thank you. Alrighty, let's jump through and show you what we've been working on. So sprint goals, unfortunately, the sprint goal wasn't quite met this week. It's sort of partially there, but we're waiting on a pull request to go through. So that was relating to migrating our instance of SSW EagleEye to actually use the Azure Marketplace offering. So we're following exactly what a user would expect. Exactly what a user's getting if they sign up for our product. Cool.
What was blocking the pull request, Toby? So this sprint goal got done.
Well, I believe it was dev availability, but Luke, you might be able to. Hey, I believe it's only a recent pull request as well. So it's
yeah. So Adam, I raised this pull request for pipeline changes on Friday. So yeah, so I assigned to AI for review. Yeah, so it's still in progress. And we are doing sprint review today in the morning. Yeah, so I will pick it up this afternoon.
So if you did it on Friday and you needed it accepted, and I understand Hark is not available, could have you called anyone else in to get it approved?
But my process is I need to let AI to review first. After resolving AI, I will ask the human to review it.
How long does it take to get AI to review it?
I think I just threw it like when I almost finished the work. So yeah, so I haven't looked at it. Normally it would take like 10 minutes for it to generate comments.
So I'm not understanding why you brought up the AI thing. So you finish it, you let AI do it, wait 10 minutes, have a look at it, and then call. What I'm trying to work out is, could you call someone else other than Hark or Toby and say, hey, can you please accept this pull request? Let me tell you what's in it.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's much better than turning up to the sprint review where it's failed because of that obstacle.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, maybe reviewing the same time. Yeah.
Cool. Alrighty. Continuing on down, just a cool little thing there that is part of this tool. From the call, it's noting that there was a reduced capacity. So it was mainly just Luke for 4 to 5 days, and then Hark was off doing other video work. Cool. Scrolling on down, we can see this is a 2-week sprint. So that was extended out because it was known that we're going to have a lower availability of developers. And yeah, we needed to hit that 5 dev day threshold. Perfect. Timesheet data. So this reflects that. As you can see, Luke's the main worker. Sam put a little bit of work in there before his final sign off. And I'll touch on the PBI that he was working on below. Cool. So what got done? Just a quick thing to call out here. This tool, it did a refresh after our sort of planning session. So these are the ones that are only marked as complete, not the in progress or the ones that were made significant, headway on. We'll touch on them in the planning session.
Cool. They should be on this list. I know.
Yeah. Why does it say 0 in
SSW
progress?
Cheetah thing, but they should be there.
They were there, and then what happened there, Luke? It refreshed or something.
I think the thing is, so in the first initial version, it was there because it's on the sprint, and after we do the sprint forecast, we move some PBI into the next sprint. So when you do refresh again, it just pick up the down PBI.
Okay, but you must have pressed that button on the top of the grid there, not this grid, the other grid.
You mean this button?
Yes, you must have pressed that.
But even I press that, it will just all show straight down because this is what it is on this screen.
Yeah, Adam's saying that you had a bunch of in progress in this sprint, then you moved them into the next sprint,
Yeah.
And then you came back here and clicked the sync button. Is that correct?
I didn't click this button. I just asked Cloud because I'm processing transcription for the feedback. So Cloud did this. I didn't press this button.
Oh, AI clicked it. Right.
Yeah. AI is updating this page. Yeah, I didn't click this. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, Luke, after this, you need to call Michael Q and Willow and yak shave this to them so they understand. We don't want this to happen.
Okay, so we will keep every PBI, right, on this page, right? Yeah.
Luke, you've done hundreds of sprint reviews. You've never seen the other ones disappear, but you're kind of acting vague as though, what, are we going to now start showing all the items on the backlog? That's what it sounds like.
I'm just thinking we are focusing on the dump PBI and we can mention on the
We are focusing on the
backlog
done PBIs. But what if there were 20 items on the backlog and you turn up to a sprint review and only one is showing?
Yeah.
To be fair here,
sense.
the heading is what got done. So it does make sense, but I know it doesn't follow the standard convention. So we'll flag it with the team that's developing it.
Yeah, I will chat with Michael. Yeah, after this.
Yeah, I think, Luke, if something changes, you want to think through what's going on. Like, we're trying to use AI to make us more efficient, but we don't want to make it so that everything changes without us going, oh, that's a good change.
Yep. Yeah, I agree with this point. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so starting at the top there, we had a bug that we're able to resolve with manual scans failing. As part of this work, Luke was actually able to do a bit of optimization there, and we've been able to cut down our scan time from what was about 20 minutes for the daily scan down to just over 5 minutes.
5 to 6 minutes. Yep.
That's good. Well,
Really good.
how did that happen? Like, were you trying to improve it?
So the problem is there's some like a circuit error on our manual scan. So when I'm fixing that issue, I noticed there's some like a database cache issue. So we are loading all the participants in the very beginning. So we are doing some cache on that. So yeah, improve.
And when you saw that caching optimization, you thought, oh, well, I'll fix that, and I bet you it improves the performance. And then you measured it, did you?
Yes. Because we do daily scan, it is 20 minutes. And after that, you will see this 5 or 6 minutes afterwards.
And is this visible on any graph in the portal?
What do you mean graph in the portal?
You know that there is a portal that shows the daily time and how long it's taking. Now, one of the things that I think it has in the portal is lots of times, and you might not notice it visually at the moment. And kind of what I'm suggesting is if that time has a data bar on it, a data bar is a visualization in the one column of data.
You mean like this? Is it?
Yes, that one. So if that column
bar
there is represented by a data bar instead of just numbers, it would be more visual. And you'd be able to say, yeah, have a look here, Adam. It looks a lot cleaner now.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll take note of that, and we can add it as a PBI. Cool. Alrighty. Next one there was an import configuration bug, where we're having issues when the rule itself or the tag was disabled. It would fail during the import-export process. So that was one Sam put a little bit of work into, but Luke was able to get it over the line.
Yep.
Cool. And then the final complete one there is enhanced manual scans page. So if you're able to show that page, Luke, as you might remember from last sprint review, Adam, you had a few bits of feedback regarding this manual scan page. So Luke has addressed that, removed the progress bar. Once it's fully complete, we've reduced the information to ones that are only, relevant or actually going to be useful for the user. Added the drop-down scan number, so we're not exposing just a little slice of the GUID there. It's looking pretty good. Just in case you guys are noticing, on the right-hand side, those numbers are a little bit funny with the emails. So we have created a PBI to address that.
Yep.
Cool. Any questions, sir? Alrighty. So yeah, as mentioned, I'll touch on the ones that are in progress in the planning session. Okay, I'll pass over to Luke.
Yep. So here is the monthly banner chart. So we have like around 2,000 of like PBI open, just like around 10 like finish. Yeah. And code coverage. So one of my like pull requests is breaking this code coverage, so we cannot get a code coverage now. Yeah, but we are adding a PBI to fix this. Yeah. And for production deployments, we only have 2 deployments for the whole solution deployment, engine, portal, and API. Email scan. So you will see this is the latest 10 scan. On Sunday is around like 1 minute, and on normal day it's around 5 minutes. Yeah. So it's been shortened. And report views, we have Adam, Rob, and Levi, top 3 users. For roadmap, so we are currently working on migrate to Azure Marketplace offer for our production. So there's 2 still in progress. One is the pipe changes. We need to remove the production pipeline, and the other one is remaining is to send email for Power BI link changes. And Chloe is back from his holiday. Her holiday, and he has done the current testing. Everything went good, and she gave the feedback. Yeah.
Sorry, can I just ask some questions here?
Yeah.
So are these epics essentially in order of priority that you've been asked to tackle them?
Yes, it's on priority. Yeah.
Okay, so Luke, I assume you're the one that's spearheading this Azure Marketplace one.
Mm-hmm.
Is this canary testing being done?
I thought it was Hawk.
Sorry, what?
Who's spearheading the Azure Marketplace? Is it you or Hawk?
So Hawk started, and Sam did a few PBI on this, and currently in this sprint is mine doing this. Yeah.
I know it's you, but who's spearheading it? That's who's the head of it?
It was me.
Hawk. Yeah.
It was me and Sam.
Yeah, that's right. So, Luke, you shouldn't say yes to Cookie, otherwise you're giving an inaccurate answer. You are doing the work in the last sprint because you're swarming on the item that Hawk needs help on. But
Yeah.
he owns this feature, and he's getting assistance from others.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Adam, the reason I bring this up is because you mentioned just before that you were looking at getting the GitHub integration as sort of the next cab off the rank, but it looks to me like there's a few epics between the current highest priority and the GitHub integration epic. So is this list still correct?
It is correct, but I actually thought it was further ahead. I thought, okay, finally this sprint, because we did the playwright CTF, so now I felt like Hawk would have put in some playwright stuff into it, so that'd be good. I thought the marketplace was done, so that's why I mentioned at the beginning of this call that I thought GitHub integration was going to be ready to start.
Okay. I would suggest that we just have the people focus like as a team on the highest priority epic.
Of course.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, look, I made a mistake. I didn't realize that this is what the roadmap looked like.
Okay, cool. Just checking. All right, so we don't need to make any changes here. We keep working through these as they're written.
Yeah. Just quickly to add to that, I feel like maybe we could tweak this priority ordering a little bit. Like a couple of them, like playwright or canary testing, like they're sort of features and epics that are happening in the background. So when we originally discussed the playwright thing, it was for like maybe 1 PBI a week. Hawk we might be able to pull in to upskill in playwright, and then canary testing, like it's external to the team. This epic is mainly just to track its progress. I would probably say once this Azure Marketplace is complete, which it's extremely close now, yeah, GitHub's our next sort of like focus point.
Okay,
Right.
good. Yep.
Just on that, Toby, any reason why you didn't recommend that the team focus on the Playwright epic before moving on to GitHub integration? Like, I know that you said that maybe Hark does one per sprint, but any reason why you wouldn't throw
No, he's
Luke and
talking about
Hark on that
Playwright.
together? Sorry, Playwright. Yes.
Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah, so Playwright, when we sort of originally discussed this, like it's not so much that EagleEye is lacking in the testing department, and we're concerned about it. That's why we're adding it. We purely developed that just so we can upskill team members in the epic in the technology. So
Right.
it's not so much about the progression of the product. It's more about, I guess, progression of developers.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted everybody in the company to know Hark was good at Playwright, so I wanted that SSW TV video done with some of his experience from EagleEye and what he's taught other team members.
Okay.
In other products.
Cool. No further questions, Your Honor?
Okay.
Yep. I will continue. And for R&D, so in this sprint, on last sprint, the forecast, so we mentioned we are going to do some refinement on GitHub. So actually did a bit of like GitHub integration data model spike on EagleEye. Yeah, but it's still not quite refined yet. I will continue to do it in this sprint. Yeah. And AI use, for me, I upgraded to Cloud Max. So yeah, same as Hawk, not hitting limit.
And are you both happy with 4.7?
Yes, I'm happy with it. Yeah.
Okay, you're both happy. All right, so let's go back to the backlog. Is there any items in that backlog you could have just had completely done via AI and no coding skills?
In next sprint, I think, let me quickly check. So those are three in progress, those are final testing. I feel like those two, small bug, this is some UI bug. It can be assigned to AI. Same with this one, is some pipeline, small pipeline check. Yeah, I feel like those two. Yeah.
We should throw number 5 at
yeah.
AI. And then a banana or something.
Yeah, so let's try to assign AI for those two. Sounds good.
They say need triage. Are they ready to be brought into the sprint?
It's actually just created by the cloud. Yeah. So
but have you reviewed them and made sure that those PBIs are ready, like sprint ready?
We haven't reviewed them, so let's do this. So I will like put this, and I will review with the copy afterwards. Yeah, and
cool.
Make sure it's ready. Yeah. And next, I will continue for cloud stats. I will quickly go through the cloud stats and a few points. So for Azure Marketplace migration, so we need to send emails for the Power BI link changes. So this is the only thing left. And so as Toby mentioned, so we have reduced the daily scan from 20 minutes to 5 minutes. Those are highlight. And another thing I want to mention is on the insights. So the cloud capture list. So actually GitHub integration has been like started 4 times. Initial raised from Daniel, and Geoffrey did some investigation, and then Sam, and now it's me doing this. Yeah, just want to highlight this. It's been, but it's still not being like fully refined. Yeah. And what's next? And Hawk. So Hawk is not working on this for this sprint, and I assume Hawk will be back next sprint. I will be full-time on EagleEye, right?
Yeah.
So let's look cloud stats. And for Copilot stats, so the summary, the meeting is like 40 minutes. And what was the main item completed? So fixed manual scan fill-in. I think it's not accurate. So the main thing is the domain switch for the Azure Marketplace migration, and also the pipeline cleanup. I will update this later. And for retro, so what went well? Domain switch is done. So our domain, EagleEye domain, is switched to use Azure Marketplace instance, and Azure Marketplace migration is almost done. We need to do some pipeline cleanup. And what didn't go so well? So as I mentioned before, GitHub integration is still not properly refined, and we need to refine data model. So I will do it in this sprint. I think that's it. If no question, I will move to forecast. I'll hand over to Toby.
Yep. Alrighty, cool. So yeah, now that we have Hark and Luke back on, we're over that 5-day threshold, so we're shifting back to a week-long sprint. We're sort of committing to the sprint goals of ship the marketplace migration. So there's not really much left on that. It's just going to be getting Luke's PR put through, and then also sending out a company-wide email just so everyone's aware of the change and the Power BI stuff as well. The second one there is GitHub integration, refine the epic. I know this has been a reoccurring goal, but it is something that Luke is this afternoon going to be actively working on and actually getting some PBIs so we can get started on it. Cool, let's scroll on down to the backlog. So as mentioned, there was a couple of carryovers from the last week. So the top one there relates to the marketplace one, and that one is in review, waiting for another teammate's code review. Next one there, migrate SSW EagleEye custom Azure resource. Maybe Luke, if you'd like to speak to that one.
Yeah, so this one is carried over. So we migrate the instance and switch the domain. What is left is send the email for the Power BI changes. Yeah, and this one is about the pipeline changes, pipeline cleanup for our production.
Cool. Yep, and then number 3 there, we checked the booked in days, and it looks like Eli's free. So here's our next candidate for the Canary testing. Thank you, Eli. Following on, we've got the GitHub integration. So as mentioned, we're going to be putting a lot of effort into this now. This is full steam ahead on this epic. Cool. Then there's a video there. Hopefully we get time to actually record that one. It was just to do with configuring the AI model for EagleEye, because as mentioned, you can plug your own in with the marketplace offer. And then the final 2 there are both bugs that we found during the sprint review. So the top one, email completion count, it said 100%, but then it was also different numbers. So we just want to quickly make sure that that's actually accurate. And then the second one there is code coverage missing from staging pipeline. So as a result of switching around how our pipelines are working so that the SSW tenant is using the marketplace offer, we don't have that final step which we were using to get all of the code coverage. So we're going to get it from the staging pipeline. Cool. Any questions there?
No, all good. Luke, if you could speak to Michael Q before sending this, and seeing if you can fix up the items on the sprint backlog, that would be good. If it's all too hard, don't worry. But if it's easy to fix it up. Also, Yak shaved some items for SSW Cheetah. By the way, the very bottom of this report here that I'm looking at, that should say, powered by SSW Cheetah and link off to the GitHub repo. So, and one other thing, just for the sprint retro, I think that we should put Hark's video there as a highlight. I thought it came out of this project essentially. So I think it's a good thing.
Yep. Sounds good.
Awesome.
Alrighty. Cool. Alrighty. Thanks everyone for joining us. As usual, we'll upload the video to our SSW EagleEye YouTube video channel, where you can watch the other videos from our previous reviews. Amazing. Thanks everyone. Catch you next time.
Thanks, team.
Thanks,
Bye.
guys.